Hi class, Professor Thomas here. As I mentioned, we're discussing a resolution in Academic Senate today. And so I want to share with you what we actually discussed, or what my comments were in introducing the bill. I said, listen, I started off by saying, I am not undocumented, nor anyone in my family. We were clearly documented on the manifests as chattel. Today I present Faculty 1621, a resolution affirming support for undocumented students and the campus community. Like many of you, I have witnessed the fear our undocumented students and campus community have experienced over the statements of U.S. President-elect's plan to deport between 2 to 3 million U.S. residents immediately. This plan covers more than just undocumented dangerous felons, and these promises have a chilling effect on members of our campus community. We are so ready to take their tuition checks, but now we turn our backs with the assurances that include, unless required by law. Kendrick Lamar says, when shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? This is the question posed to this campus by this resolution. I have carefully watched the responses from the chancellor and campus presidents in response to the election. Some 425 campus presidents, including Chancellor White, have signed a petition supporting DACA students, and I have yet to see our president included in that group. I have also read the reports of hate crimes in the form of graffiti on this campus. Unfortunately, all CSU responses to date avoid the magic words sanctuary, for a few stated reasons and at least one unstated. Allow me to address them in turn. First, they claim there is no universal definition of sanctuary. This resolution attempts to make it clear exactly what kind of protection we morally should be providing our paying customers, consistent with our own stated strategic plan. Second, they claim we can't be inconsistent with applicable law. It is this kind of thinking that would have derailed Harriet Tubman's Underground Railroad, that led to the liberation of my ancestors, or would have sent Anne Frank to Auschwitz, rather than hiding her for 2 years in a secret annex behind her father's business in Amsterdam. To say the words, or as required by law in either of these situations, and you defeat the Revolutionary Act, and you stand on the wrong side of history. Either you are down or you are not. There is no maybe. Again, when the shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? Third, which is unstated, that taking such a position may lead to economic consequences for the university and or the CSU. I can't assure you that this is unfounded, but I can tell you that the King of Kings, Jesus Christ, was sold out for 30 pieces of silver. The question today is what the soul of this institution is worth. In preparing for this presentation today, I listened to some speeches of a leader I admired, and I sure hope he hears me quoting him today. He said he learned many years ago that when you run from the things that scare you, they will scare you the rest of your life. He said every big step you take in life will be accompanied by fear and nervousness. It's human nature. If you're taking a step in life and it doesn't make you a little bit nervous, then the step is not enough. Challenge yourself constantly. Everything we do in life is a risk. Taking risk broadcasts to the world that you're not afraid to fail. Because risk, failure, and success go hand in hand. And there's another elegant thing that you young people should keep in mind. It frees up you to think big. If you're gonna take a risk, why would you think small? American architect Daniel Burnham spoke to this. He said, "Make no little plans. They have no magic to stir men's blood. Make big plans and aim high in hope." As I listened to President Hagan's commencement speeches last night, I realized that I was compelled to think big and to urge this campus to take the risk of passing this resolution. Please do not ask me to entertain friendly amendments to water down this resolution. I'm making big plans and aiming high in hope, and I pray that you do too. I am hoping that the dreams of this resolution pair with the dreams of our DACA dreamers here on campus and serve as a catalyst for President Hagan, Chancellor White, and Governor Brown to do the right thing and stand on the right side of history. This is a time when we can live up to Ted Mitchell's assessment to President Obama that CSUDH is one of the 3 most important and remarkable campuses where things are happening. It is time to protect those undocumented students we are so willing to take tuition from. Finally, I am seeking W-Star status where we can waive an additional reading and pass this before students leave for holiday break with uncertain futures and before the presidential inauguration. It is my hope that this resolution resonates as a necessary step of resistance to a regressive politics in this country that has Native Americans being hit with water cannons during Thanksgiving in North Dakota, where Black lives simply do not matter, and where our president-elect chooses to stoke the politics of fear and division through dog whistles of hate. To quote President Hagan, "When I was young, I wish I knew not to put things off until later." And finally, to quote Frederick Douglass, "Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never has, and it never will." So please second the motion for W-Star status, and please pass this resolution. Thanks for listening. And just to let you know, this resolution passed unanimously, 38-0. I'm sorry, there was 1 abstention. And so you should be seeing a copy of the full resolution. These were just my comments, but the full resolution will be very clear in terms of what protections we are hoping to see the president, the chancellor, and the governor make for undocumented students. Because we as a body can't do much, but we can speak as the faculty of California State University, Dominguez Hills, and we encourage other campuses to follow our lead. Thank you. The Government's Sunshine Project is brought to you by Charles Thomas for Carson City Council 2020. I'm Charles Thomas, and I approve of this message.